What's up, my friends? All right, here's the deal. We are getting to work as fast as we can because I have a shortened stream today. I'm late to it. It's a half hour earlier than it normally is. I know everything is different today, and different is hard to handle for a lot of people. So I'm going to do the best that I can. I appreciate you if you tuned in for this kind of spontaneous stream at an earlier time. So thank you. I would imagine most of my normal viewers will watch this later on replay, and that's cool if you catch this later. Thanks for watching anyways. So let's dive in. Last night, 10:28, we had that situation again that we've talked about quite a bit. Now, I had 100% of Luka Doncic on FanDuel in the $4 150 max. I had a 99% of Luka Doncic in the $5 150 max. On FanDuel, I managed to make 50 something dollars. Profited 50 on DraftKings. I think I lost maybe 350, something like that. And I want to talk about it real quick. So, I was looking at the levels of the ownership, and hindsight is always going to be 2020. But when the optimizer was jamming in multiple Dallas Mavericks last night, right? There were a couple different things we probably should have thought about doing. And I'm just going to highlight them real quick because I was thinking about it this morning. I'm like, man, why didn't I think about this last night? Because I looked at it and I was like, well, ownership, I think our ownership projection was like 38% on Luka, like 19 on Stephen Curry. And, the night before it was like Giannis was one of the only pay up options. So we ate the high price chalk. It was fine. But last night I was looking, I was like, you know what? Just looking back on it, there were other phenomenal options. I mean, I had Ja Moran as my GPP point guard last night in my core picks, right? And Ja went crazy, 52 points, right? Watch this. All right, let me show you two things. Number one, we're going to go to players max from all teams. Crunch. Okay. So I had 145 lineups in the zone. That's not correct. We're missing some points. So I had a return of like 340 last night. This might not be in my final file. Well, let's just try this. So I'm going to crunch it out. All I've done is cap everybody at 2. Let's see what happens. I have no clue. We're still getting, I mean, look, it's just pure Luka. We're getting still a lot of Jalen, which is fine. I mean, but the Dwight Powell showed up a bunch. Kleber was a nice pivot last night. So capping at 2 Mavericks was the thought I had this morning. Well, what if we capped it? Because my lineups, when I went back and looked at them, I just had so many Mavericks, right? So that's not going to work. Let's try this instead. I'm actually going to go back, change that. And now we're going to do what we talked about in the previous stream, simply taking high-priced chalk, giving them a thumb down. And what that does is it'll start shuttling some of your exposures on some of your other studs. And if we look at all player prices, let's check it out. Oh, look, it moved a lot of exposure to Embiid. Bradley Beal ended up getting a bunch at 9,200. These are players you didn't really have much exposure to. You didn't have much at all at Curry, Embiid, or Beal last night because 100% of your lineups were on Luka Doncic. High-priced chalk. High-priced chalk. Legitimately might be the only thing you need to do night to night. It's crazy. Look at this. Every single time we do this in Rewind, where we just take, well, okay, who's the chalkiest player? Are they cheap? Okay, we're eating it. Eat that chalk. Fine. Are they high-priced? All right, now it's time to get funky. That's when you're lowering. Cheap chalk? Hey, check it out. Fine. Expensive chalk? Not fine. Cheap chalk? Fine. Cheap chalk is good chalk. Expensive chalk? Bad chalk. Especially when there's fine pivots. Look at these names. Look at the pivots. Every 9K player. Beal, 51 points. Trae Young, 44. Julius Randle, 48. Ja Morant, 52. 59 from Embiid. 59 from Curry. High-priced chalk? Busts. 36 points. We had all sorts of pivots last night. We had point guard pivots. 1, 2, 3 of them. We had similar price range pivots. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've been talking about it for 10 days now. Cheap chalk is good chalk. Expensive chalk, bad chalk. Expensive chalk, bad chalk if there are pivots. Now, if it were like, here's Luka 11K, and then the next best player in the slate is like Tobias Harris 8-7. Okay, you know what? Luka's probably good chalk to me. That's just opportunity cost. I'm paying up for that opportunity. I don't care about the cost there. I think the opportunity cost of, paying down for a guy who might not have the same ceiling is just giving up too much. But when you have similar price players, similar positions, golly, that's not good chalk to me anymore. And literally, we just thumbed down. We just thumbed him down one time. Gosh, this was my night last night. I was in this. I maxed this tournament out. 750 in. One freaking guy. The expensive chalk. Thumb down. Bad chalk. It's craziness. Look at Maxi Kleber went off. Maxi Kleber's we had him projected as a 5.1 value. Jeesh. 5.2 for KCP. I mean, expensive chalk, thumb down. Guys, gals, I'm not saying it's simple, but it may be as simple as that. We have done enough of these NBA DFS strategy streams to where we kind of understand this by now, don't we? I mean, don't we? Let's see. We'll compare the highest score, the average score, profit here. This is one unique versus 3. It's a simple thumb down, man. And it's not like he's faded. We're just underweight. And we've talked about that. You don't have to be like all in, all out in NBA. You could still be overweight, underweight. You just have to be a little bit more extreme. 50% owned guy, okay, you're probably going to want to be like 80% or 15, 20. Being like 60% and 40% is not really overweight or underweight. Does that make sense? You're kind of moving with the field still. Dang, boy. His actual ownership was 65%. Even all the more reason. Like, had this been correct, if we were looking at this thinking our percentage, what did we project him for ownership last night? Was it that? Was it in the 50s? Was it in the 30s? I don't remember. Let's take a peek. What's today? 29th? All right, so this is updated. Gosh. Hold on. I should have last night's files. Let me upload the what's this? DraftKings? NBA DraftKings projections. Yeah, we had him at 36. All right, so still, even that's too low. That was too low. He ended up being 65%. Optimizer's just slamming him in everywhere. One single thumb down on expensive chalk last night. This is pure rise or fall, optimal uploaded projections. A single thumb down, raw settings everywhere. And here's your night. That is your night. How many people last night put so much effort into NBA and did not make money? Here's the $2 150, 536. Here's the mini max, $1.57 profit. Here's another mini max, $1.60 profit. Another mini max, $1.13, and a mini max for you, $1.90. Crazy. It ain't gonna make a difference, homie. Crazy. Oh, Mitch, how'd you get this win? How'd you make a losing night into a winning night? Because last night I just got crushed. Well, friends, I uploaded a projections. I didn't do anything at all. And I put a thumb down on Luka. Why? Because he was the most expensive player and he was the highest owned player. Oh, okay. So that's bad chalk? Yes, it is. Thumb down. Okay, now I'm crunching an optimal 150. That's it? Yep, that's it. Like 3 slates ago, James Harden was, I think, the highest price, one of the highest price, but he was the highest owned by like 15, 20%. He scored like 20 something points that night. It was like a terrible game. And that was when we had this first inclination. Look at this. So I removed the minimum 49.6, and we got 2 more cashing lineups, very similar amount of money. We're talking pennies here, $3, 300 pennies. So this was like 3-4 nights ago, or I should say probably several games ago at this point, maybe 6-7 nights for James Harden, where we were like, you know what? What if we just put a thumb down on the expensive chalk? Are they the highest owned? Yes. Are they one of the highest priced? Yes. Are there other good pivots? Yes. Okay, let's give them a thumb down. That's for you, mini max. Well, how about Mitch? But I only do 20 max. Okay, let's look at 20 max. $51 profit last night. 131 return on your $80. 15 out of 20 lineups cashed. 20 maxers. There you go. Tuh. Eric says last night was literally the first night playing micros on FanDuel where I didn't do anything and doubled my money, kept 3 players per team and let it rip. You know what's hilarious, dude? Yesterday, I don't know if you caught yesterday's stream. That was the entire freaking stream. I spent 30, 40 minutes telling people how you make money right here playing micros, and you can make 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks a night just uploading our projections and crunching. I showed it like the final 10 minutes here, actually. I'll share this right here in chat. Y'all need to watch this later. It's in chat. If you're watching this later, you just watch it. Watch the other video, the most previous uploaded video. You even did it last night in the 222 on FanDuel, $22 profit. Well, let me show you something. You guys want to see Mitch put his money where his mouth is? You want transparency? I got you. Watch this. Okay, here's the clutch shot. There's no way Mitch just does raw project. Oh, yeah? Are you sure? Are you positive? Because last night, 4 times 150 is $600 in entries. Guess what, my friends? Optimal 150. Right there in the freaking clutch shot. Now watch this. I'm gonna make myself sick. I'm trying to do too much, you know? Just like you guys. Doing too much. It's fine. Thank you for this. It was a good reminder because I tweaked myself out of money in micros every day before. It's crazy, dude. What he means by that is he tweaked himself out of money. That's like he went through his player pool. He was trimming his player pool. He was doing all sorts of settings. He was changing projections, thumbing all sorts of guys, locking in groups, putting cores in, tiered ranking, and so much that it's like paralysis by analysis. When if you're playing micros, that's not your goal. You're playing micros. You're just trying to make some money, man. Just go make your money. You don't have to do too much. Watch this. Y'all want to see something crazy? Is it down here? Oops. I need to go to NBA FanDuel Rewind. I'm about to find out. Okay. My high score is a 376. I had 100 lineups cash last night in the $4 clutch. Check this out. Look at this. I had 86% Luka. All right. Highest priced player, highest owned player. Let's give him a single thumb down. What do you say, folks? Real quick, what's the cut line we need to be above, and what's the winning? 406, cut line 318. Let's go. Hit that like button while you're watching, would you? Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. I got to use that more. Hit that like button. Y'all better hit that like because Our man Donuts is bringing us the goodies. Yeah, I mean, I'm putting stuff out there that honestly people could use to make some money. That's for sure. Look at these names. Oh my. Oh my. All I did was a single thumb down on the most expensive player who is the highest projected owned. That's it. And it's not like you're going to miss out if he goes for 65. Why not? Because look at all these other names here that can go for 65 with him. And now let's sort. Let's see how sick I'm about to be. A 385. And let's see how many lineups got across. 318. So I had 100 lineups get across last night, the cash line. And my high score was a 376. Highest priced player, chalkiest player, one thumb down. I get 35 more lineups cashing. And on top of that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lineups above the score I had last night. And a 385 would have returned an immediate 150. What were the other scores? 379, 378, 377. So we're looking at 150, 220, 250. So those 4 lineups themselves, just those 4, $250 immediately. $250 immediately. And now I could take the other 131 and even pretend they're all min cashes for $8 each if I wanted to. So now we're looking at, quick math, 130 times 8 would be 1,040. So $1,290 profit would have been my night last night instead of this. Now watch this. What if I do 3 uniques? Do I get that one runner that takes off? I told you I was going to put my money where my mouth was last night. 1 unique straight opto, 150, go. I had 1, Larry. I didn't touch anything, bro. I specifically said I was going to, so I did. I'm not going to pretend like I've never made mistakes before, but one thing I do try to do in this industry and in this field is I do the things that I say I'm going to do, or do the things, play the people, use my cores, things like that. Just, it's like if you can't put your money where your mouth is or where your opinions lie, are they even really your opinions? Am I perfect? No. I mean, especially when it comes to lineup making, right? You might try to make lineups with the core and realize, shoot, can't make a single entry that I like right now. I'm going to have to chop one of these core players off. Maybe pivot to, a similar price player or something. I know this is a shorter stream today. You don't get my beautiful face. But if this isn't helpful for you, I don't know what to tell you. Combined with yesterday's stream to today's, I mean, fam, you watch yesterday's stream, come back, watch today's stream, and tonight you're going to be in a good spot to make some money. I mean, I'm talking free money in the nickel and the quarter, potentially even the 50 center over on DraftKings by these small little things you have to do. That's it. Free money. 25 cent, 20 max on DraftKings. Whatever you do, you guys have a chance here to just make a little bit of profit nightly. Take $5-10 profit nightly for 200 NBA slates. It's $1,000, a couple grand maybe. But who has the consistency? Who can be consistent enough to do the same freaking thing every slate, every night without tinkering? Do you know what I mean? Like, it is hard. CG and I have talked about this. Like, how hard is it? that you know you can make a little bit of money over the long haul. A lot of little bit of money nights will add up to a decent chunk by the end, right? So it's like we have that knowledge that this is literally all we have to do. We've done this for like 2.5 years of research, by the way. This is crazy. And you guys remember this from last year. If you were with us last year, this was like an entire month of something we did on Lineup Rewind, an entire month, and it worked. It worked on like 28 of 30 nights. It was insane, right? So here we are again. Every single NBA slate this season, it has worked on FanDuel. Let me say that again, every single night of the NBA season, specifically on FanDuel, it has worked. So how many of you out there can go into those micros and make yourself, $5, 15, $25 nightly, but also not do anything else? And do that for 195 NBA slates. Quick math, my friends. Let's round up, and then let's round down our profit. Let's pretend there's 200 NBA slates, and let's say we only average out to winning $5 profit per night. Raise your hand if you would be okay with playing NBA DFS for 6 months and having a profit of $1,000. Raise your hand. $1,000 doing nothing but what I've shown you. 6 months of NBA. Night in and night out. No tweaking. No adjusting. No nothing. Literally just showed you that you can do this on a night where you had it was 86% Luka Doncic. 86%. I had 86% in the $4 tournament last night, and I still profited. Put your dang hands up. And I'm rounding down, fam. $5 profit. Come on. You know there's going to be some nights where, like my dude just said, I did it last night and I doubled my money. So last night wasn't $5. Last night was $12.50 between the quarter and the nickel. So my dude last night, well, his profit was $12.50, not $5. So do that for 200 slates. How much money are we looking at? How much? Couple grand? 3,000? $500? What if it's just $500? I think we're all still happy with that. Because you know what that $500 does? It pays for 2 years of teamriseorfall.com. That's how far your money goes with us. You get 2 years to us. What's up, Jordan? Welcome to the family. If you want to know what I'm talking about, like you just joined the stream, I would just watch yesterday's stream and then watch today's and then sit back and enjoy the rest of the NBA season. These 2 videos, I probably should paywall them, yeah? Probably should. Probably will. I'll leave them up for the day. Tomorrow I'll paywall them. There's no reason to leave these out there. This should be a rise and fall thing here. Just making money. Yeah, good point, man. 2 years. So you make $500 profit just doing this for the NBA season, and you get 2 years of teamriseorfall.com basically totally free and covered. And on top of that, you receive $480 to use on Fancy Cruncher because you get $20 a month being a member of ours towards FC. Like, okay, you don't want to do it, that's fine. Whatever. This is 3 uniques. 377 actually outscored my 376 last night. Okie dokie, friends. I'm out. I gotta go. It's 1 o'clock. Gots to go. Yeah, I see all you. Paywall. Members only. YouTube. Paywall. Yep. I'll leave it up for 24 hours, man. I'll leave it up for 24 hours. Okay? Enjoy yourselves. I'll put them behind the wall tomorrow. My favorite part of this is it does not work with everyone's projections. We did this last year for a month. It's right there. Link is there. Get hooked up. We'll support you through Fancy Cruncher. And listen, we've talked about this ad nauseum, and we did it yesterday. What I'm showing you is for the micro stakes players who are just trying to build a little bankroll. They want to be able to have some fun money and be able to not have to deposit. All right. What I'm showing you today is for you. That's it. It's for you and you only. If you're trying to take down a big dang tournament, nah. You need to get your support from ROF and FC. You need to learn how to make groups. You need to learn how to probably adjust some of this stuff in my data, like your ownerships. You need to work on when is a good time to have, 2 players max, 3, 4, limiting players from certain teams that aren't value. When to use 1, 2, or 3 uniques. Do you need min or max salaries? When do you want to cap your positions, cap your players? When do you want to leave it at 100? When do you want random it? Like, yeah, you want to take down a tournament? You probably got to do a little bit of that. But the last 2 days, an hour's worth of streaming has been for the people who are just trying to make $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 over the course of the NBA season alone. Just NBA. I'm not talking NFL, NASCAR, MMA, PGA, NHL, MLB. Probably forgot some others. That's not for you. But if you are trying to build your bankroll, if you are somebody who's like, man, I just want this all to be free. I just want this to be hobby money. I want some side coin. I, at the very least, just want to be able to cover my membership and then have $500 to play with for the MLB season. If that's you, get signed up, get in here, get your bankroll up. I gotta go. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I'll see you Sunday morning, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. It's me and Beastie. We're back together Sunday. NFL. We basically did a week of no NFL, so I'm thirsty for it. I'm assuming you guys are as well. Sunday morning, we're going to get after it. All right? We're going to get after it. Yo, CG, you missed the whole freaking stream. But basically, homie, let me show you real quick because I love you so dang much. You lovable big galoot. So we've talked about this for a week. All right? Upload projections. Step 1. Step 2, don't touch anything. Step 3, find the highest priced player. Is he expensive? Okay, give him a single thumb down. And crunch. How did I do? Well, in a 20 max, you made a little money. How'd I do if I 150 maxed it? You made a lot of money. What'd I do again? Oh, I just uploaded the teamriseorfall.com projections. And then what'd you do to your settings? Well, I didn't touch them. Well, then what'd you do to your player pool? Oh, I just found the highest priced player, and I looked to see if he was chalk, and he was. And was there other pivots at that same price point? Yeah, there was. Steph Curry right there. Was he the same ownership? No, not at all. He was half the ownership. Oh, okay. Were there other players? Yeah, there was. There was another point guard that was 9'6". There was another that was 9'4". There was another guard that was 9'2". Oh, yeah, and Joel Embiid was 9'8". Oh, cool. So every guy over 9K, how'd they do? Well, 51, 44, 48, 52, 59, 59. Well, how'd that highest priced player do that was the highest chalk? Well, he dudded. Less is more. Raw projections. Highest priced player is chalk. Is there other pivots? Okay, just do a thumb down and go. There you go. There you go. Take care, friends. See you tomorrow. See you Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Hit that like button. Blah, blah, blah.